the foot. There's no denying that this is the beaver's foot. Alright, so I've had a lot of people ask me when I'm going to start back on this tiny house build, and I'm going to start right now. But as of right now, I'm only going to be able to put some screws and stuff in like that. I'm trying to get ready to put the plywood sheeting on top, and then I have to run into town and get a couple of supplies because I'm trying to get the radiant barrier stuff. It's like the little it's like the foil with like the little air pockets in it, and I'm going to put that down first. That's what most people have told me to do, and then put the subfloor on top of that. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything's screwed in, because as you guys know before, whenever I put in all the little brackets and stuff to hold it in, I only put a couple just to hold it in place. So I'm going to do that, and then I need to run into town and get some of that radiant barrier to put down so I can put the subfloor like I just said, and then get some other boards to do some cross beams, and then maybe some cinder blocks to get in there and hold the middle of it up. As of right now, I just have some of the railroad ties holding it. So this week is going to be a lot of work on this thing. Today it won't be as much just because I have to run into town to get some stuff, but tomorrow I'll be able to really get on it, and this whole week I get paid, so I'm going to be able to just really jump on this thing. So as of right now, let's go ahead, put some screws in and get it going, and then run into town. Just my luck. Battery's dead. These super cold nights, it was 20 degrees this morning, so it doesn't really help a whole lot with the batteries. It kills them pretty quick, so I need to charge this, but this gives me time to run into town, get some things, and then get back on this build. Alright guys, I was just driving back to the property, and someone had hit a beaver, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and not let it go to waste. This is a big old beaver. This thing is huge, and I figured, why let it go to waste? I'm gonna clean it, cook it, and eat it. And it just got beat up in the face a little bit, so I'm gonna try to keep like the skull and stuff, let it dry out. I think that'd be pretty cool, but it was just over here, probably trying to cross, and it got hit, unfortunately, so I don't want it to go to waste. I've never actually seen a beaver up close like this or eaten one, so why not take advantage of the situation and not let it go to waste? Unfortunately, that is the case around here with animals trying to cross and being kind of out here in the back roads and all that. Stuff like that does happen, but like I said, if you could utilize it and not let it go to waste, why not? So I'm gonna head up there, do some roadkill beaver, and see what it tastes like. Alright guys, I've never done this with the beaver or anything. I assume it's like anything else. I'm going to cut it up, make sure it is actually still good. It seems super fresh, so I'm going to gut it, try to skin it, and cook it. And big shout out to Bumblebee Junction for these knives. He sent these to me a while back. This fur is super soft. Alright guys, just finished skinning this guy up. As you can tell, there's a decent amount of meat. This side of him kind of got beat up, but this side's alright. So I'll probably use the leg, the front leg, the back leg, and the back strap. Alright, so I got it all cleaned up. I got the 2 legs, the front and the back on one side, and part of the back strap. It was a little more beat up than I expected, but not too bad. The meat came out very, very well. As you could tell, of course, it's got some stuff because of the barbecue pit, but I left the foot on there so you could tell what it is. I'm going to grill this one up on the grill, and then one of the pieces of back strap, and then the other one I'll cut the foot off and use part of the other back strap and cook it in the Dutch oven that I just got, which is awesome. I could use it right away for something cool, something different. I never thought I'd be eating Roadkill Beaver, but why not? Like I said, I don't want it to go to waste. I do have the carcass. I'm gonna go hang it, but far away from me, down by the creek that I have down there, and I'm gonna put a trail camera on it and see what comes up to get it. I'm sure it's probably gonna be coyote, and there are mountain lions around here, so I'm gonna put it pretty far away from me just to see what comes out. I think there's bobcats and stuff too, so none of this will go to waste. And then I have the fur, and I'm gonna try to maybe hang it and pin it. I don't have any salt or anything, so I don't know how well that's gonna come out for now, but I'm gonna try to get as much of the meat and stuff off of it as possible. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up a beaver. All right, so I got this awesome Dutch oven here. I'm gonna fill it up with some onions, a can of beans, and some potatoes. Got an onion here. I'm not gonna put too much onion. Then some red onion. Now the can of beans. All right, I added some water. This is starting to get hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and add some all seasoning, some Everglades cactus dust, some 21 seasoning salute, of course, and then some salt and pepper. So I'm gonna let this soak for a while until the fire gets good. Then as far as the meat goes, we'll do this with Julie's meat seasoning that she made for me a long time ago. Alright guys, while this is cooking, I wanted to say that when I found the beaver, I ran right back into town. It's not very far, and I stopped in Kansas, Oklahoma. They call it Little Kansas around here. And I was walking in, a police officer was walking in, so I opened the door for him. He says, "Thank you, really love your channel." What? And I was like, huh? He's like, "I really love your channel." And I was like, "You know who I am?" He's like, "Oh yeah, man." He's like, "Been watching for a while, really like it." And so I was like, "Well, he's a cop. He probably knows Daniel Arms and probably watches him in Dutch." I said, "You know Daniel Arms?" He said, "Oh yeah, I watch him in Dutch." And I when I started watching Dutch, he mentioned you. So I checked it out and stuff. He's like, I absolutely love your videos. So I was just like instantly like, can I take a photo with you? And I posted it on the Crocker family group. It's on Facebook. It's just called The Crocker Family, and it's a group on there. Dylan, thank you so much for everything you do. It's like I told you, my dad was a police officer for years and years and years, and retired from that. And just the job that you guys do, you guys are the true heroes. And so I wanted to thank you. And guys, if you would just comment down below and just say, thanks Dylan for doing what you do, that'd be awesome. We need to show all the police our support, first responders, stuff like that, because without them, I mean, this world would be just chaotic. And so Dylan, as a local police officer around here, I want to thank you for protecting and serving our area and making sure that I'm okay. And if I ever need anything, I'm glad to know that it's possible that you might come and help me out. So just thank you so much, Dylan. And I'm really sorry that you have to watch me eat roadkill beaver today. All right, so now let's put the beaver leg on there. Then this back strap here. I'm gonna let that start to cook. All right, so while it's cooking, I was gonna let you guys know also, I got something big coming. I'm talking huge for this channel, for the build, everything. I got two awesome things. One, I can't really tell you just yet, but it's a sponsorship, and it's gonna take me where I need it to go. And then the second one is my dad's hooking me up. He's been researching and researching sawmills, and he found one that was refurbished, and it's a pretty awesome one. I've seen them on YouTube before from other channels and stuff like that, and I looked at the reviews, and I'm gonna be making the payments on it, but my dad found the deal and has the credit stuff, so I gotta give all the credit to my dad for doing all that research and stuff for me. But there should be a sawmill coming very, very soon. I am extremely excited. You have no idea. This is just huge for me, and to be able to start milling up my own lumber and build the house with that is going to be huge. It's going to save me a lot of money over the long run, and then I could use it for all other projects, stuff like that. So this is huge, huge, huge. But guys, a sawmill is coming. How awesome is that? We're not talking a small little thing. We're talking a big one that you can cut like huge 24-inch logs, 20 feet long or whatever you want. So this is going to be a game changer for me and a game changer for the house. So I am extremely, extremely excited. I don't know what I'm more excited for, that or trying some of this roadkill beaver. It's probably a sawmill, but that, and then the other sponsorship that I have, that I reached out to them, they checked out my channel, they liked it, and it's gonna be a game changer for me with that as well. So big things are coming. It's crazy. It's kind of like I talked about on Coffee with the Crockers this morning. I went to church for the first time in 20 years, and Dutch and his family have just taken me in like their own. I mean, I swear, they treat me just like family, the kids, everything. And Brandy, I mean, they are just the nicest family I've ever been a part of, pretty much, other than the Crockers, of course. I had to say that, Mom and Dad. But you guys know what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's kind of like Kevin from Hidden Nights said, family isn't always blood. And I'm very, very lucky that I've been accepted into this Oklahoma family with everyone around here. So it's a new start. It's a new life. It's a new page turn. It's a new chapter. And if you guys are going through some stuff, don't worry about it. Tomorrow can always be better. So just whatever went wrong today, wake up in the morning, don't even think about it. Just start a brand new, fresh day, and things will eventually get better. I can promise that. Just have a path, have a goal and a vision, and go for it, and don't let anything stop you, and everything will work out. Alright guys, I think it's done. Alright, I lowered it closer to the flames, letting this cook real quick. But I think this piece is pretty much done. So we're going to let that cook a minute. I'm going to cut this up, then we're going to eat. All right, so cooked it up. It actually looks pretty good. This is a little burnt there, but at least I know it's cooked. So I'll try that. First, I'm gonna try some of the back strap. See how that tastes. I've never eaten beaver before, so this ought to be interesting. Especially roadkill. It's my first roadkill as well. Almost tastes like beef. Tastes kind of like a steak. I know that's going to sound crazy. That's actually really good. I'm shocked. So now I'm really excited for this. So this is potatoes, beans, onions, and some meat. This is the back strap as well. Try to get a little bit of all of it in there. Big old chunk. It's gonna be hot. Tastes like roast. That's like straight up like you made a roast in a crock pot. That's good. That's really, really good. I am 100% blown away. I mean, it looks just like roast. You would never know if I made this and gave it to you and didn't tell you what it was. You'd never know it's beaver. Straight up tastes like roast. Alright, so now, the foot. There's no denying that this is the beaver's foot. Absolutely no denying it. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna get this side. It's hot. Part's a little burnt, as you can tell. This isn't bad at all. That back strap's really good though. So I think if I were to cook it again, I would take the leg and everything and just put it in a stew and cook it. It's not bad, I'll eat it, but I am way more excited for this and the back strap that I cooked up. Alright, so I'm going to finish eating this. I'm going to call it a day. Of course, this day did not turn out the way I thought. I thought I was going to be able to work on the tiny house more. Battery died, I was charging that. And then when I found the beaver randomly in the road, there was no way I was going to pass up the opportunity to try to cook some roadkill beaver. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up real early. I'm going to do a coffee at the Crockers. I'm going to go pick up some lumber, and it's going to be all day marathon of building on that tiny house. There's nothing that's going to stop me. I'm already here. I'm ready to go. It was just I got caught up eating roadkill, but I am blown away. I kind of wish there was someone here to try this with me, because they wouldn't believe how good it is. So I'm going to finish eating this, get ready, get a fire going inside, because it's going to be another cold night. It's 20s. It was in the 20s yesterday. I think it's going to be the same thing in the morning. So I'm going to eat this. See you guys in the morning. See y'all later.